ladies and gentlemen, Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to this week's episode of AEW Dynamite Recap Show. Now, of course, this is the big yearly Grand Slam Dynamite taking place at the Arthur Ashe Arena Arthur Ashe Stadium in New York City. Of course, Arthur Ashe being was a famous tennis player, great tennis player, and it's called Grand Slam. Get it, good. Anyway, not a bad show. A couple little points here and there, but it wouldn't be an AEW recap without me poking fun at something, right? Anyway, before I get started, let's do the usual sales pitch here. If you like what you hear, or if you like what you're seeing and hearing at the end of the video, give me a thumbs up. Also, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about this week's Dynamite, and or just say hello. I'll say hello right back, or any comment. I usually chime right back in. Also, be a champ and click on that subscribe button. Well, without no further ado, let's let her rip. All right, kicking things off on this Grand Slam Dynamite, it is Nigel McGuinness going up against, now if he's medically cleared and he's there to compete and can compete, Bryan Danielson. Okay, yeah, right. If he's able to compete. Let's get right into it. Let's see. Okay, Nigel hits the ring. He's sitting there waiting. Danielson's music hits, but no Bryan Danielson. Nigel grabs a mic, demands a 10 count, claiming Nigel's victory, or sealing Nigel's count out victory. Then he also demands that Bryan Danielson be stripped of the World Heavyweight Championship or World Championship since he isn't medically cleared. As the ref was starting to count, of course, Europe's final countdown started. I guess they pushed the wrong, music button for Bryan Danielson. And holy shit, starting things out in this match, we get an actual collar and elbow lockup. Good old fashioned collar and elbow tie up, a little filling out process, exchange of European uppercuts. Danielson would get his repaired arm, ran to the steps. Nigel locked into London Dungeon, but no tapping for Bryan this week. McGuinness also later on in the match, McGuinness counter, they come back with a vicious clothesline. Looked pretty good. I mean, do you remember Nigel McGuinness back in his prime, or back when he wrestled all the time? He did throw a hell of a clothesline. He would work on Bryan Danielson's arm, some more. Then they get back some back and forth stuff. Finally, Danielson made a comeback, locked in a little bell lock. Looked like, actually, a little like, I almost thought Nigel said "f you," but they say he said "thank you." So he said "thank you," tapped out. Bryan Danielson wins. Cue the music. Christian Cage comes out. Looks like he was about to sign that contract and cash in that contract, but Kit Saban snuck around behind him, grabbed the pin, and ran off. Good match. I thought it was a good match. Of course, this is the first time Nigel's competed in a one-on-one match since been a while. Since he was Desmond Wolfe, so it's been a while. That's back when TNA was actually pretty decent. The first time around, I ain't watched any kind of current TNA, so not knocking TNA right now. Should start watching, but I digress. But yeah, he did pretty good for himself. The match was very well paced because of that. So, like I said, it was a good match. And of course, the thank you at the end was like a little. I think that's significant. Probably that's could be Nigel's one and only one-on-one match forever now. Possibly going back to doing commentary, which I totally dig him on commentary myself. So anyway, let's go to the next one. All right, next up we have Hook defending his FTW championship against Roderick Strong, and holy crap, this is supposed to be an FTW rules match, but we get another. That's two collar and elbow lockups. Hook would nail and throw around the Undisputed Kingdom until Strong picked him up and literally threw him in a ring post. Hook started rebound, but Strong leveled him with a clothesline. Hook countered the end of a heartache with a red rum for the tap out win. Uh, again, Roger Strong stuff's good. Hook Hook would definitely benefit from being some more developmental thing. Maybe tour the Indies a little bit with somebody and have some matches and try and get his own thing. Sometimes it looks like he's got two left feet out there, but uh, I mean, you look at him, he's got a pretty good build. He keep needs to keep kid needs to keep growing, especially if he's going to be throwing people around with suplexes and making them tap out. But end of the match, Roger Strong, Matt Bennett, and Taven, they or Mike Bennett, Matt Taven, they all three shook Hook's hand, walked off. And after the match, Hook grabbed Mike and said, "Look, all good things come to an end, and it's time to retire this championship. Thank goodness." And hey, I do believe a few months ago I actually suggested this one. Do you think they'd listen to me? Just kidding. That would be cool if they were. Anyway, I'd actually kind of mark out a little bit if they listen to me. But anyway, they did it right. Hey, here, Dad, here's your belt. Put it back in the closet. Well, he didn't say that, but gave the belt back to his dad, and pretty good touching moment. People dug it, so it worked. All right, next up is a match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. Is Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher, the challengers, going up against the Young Bucks. Uh, basically, I almost want to say Young Bucks had a good, the bigger portion of the match, the bigger half of the match is pretty much the Bucks. Seemed like every time they got the Tyler or Will got the advantage, Young Bucks with their tag team maneuvering got the advantage again. But yeah, beginning it was Bucks taking over on Fletcher, pitcher and pitcher. Ospreay gets a tag in, gets some of his stuff in until they took over on him. Fletcher got back in, power bomb, and countered. A power bomb was countered into a X Factor. Uh, then a 450 by Will. When he got up, he received a Canadian Destroyer. Then he popped back up, hit a hidden blade, and all four men were down. Bucks would take it back over on Fletcher after a spike tombstone pile driver on the apron. Fletcher and Ospreay hit Matthew Buck. Matthew Buck. Anyway, uh, they hit Matthew with the TK driver, and he kicked out. Just kicked out at two. Yep, two guys, probably about a foot taller than they are, a little bigger than they are. Anyway, Will and Kyle hit their finisher, and Matthew kicked out again. Cool. Uh, uh, hey, Kyle Fletcher hit a buckle brainbuster, and yeah, that was only for a 2 count. Don Callis had a Candy Callis screwdriver, but Will stopped him from using it. He gets hit with a belt. Uh, Matt gets rolled up by Kyle, but throws the belt to Nick. Matt kicks out. Kyle runs into the belt held by Nick. Double super kick, EVP trigger, wins it for the Young Bucks. Successful uh, defense of the AEW World Tag Team Championship by the Young Bucks. Here's what I feel about, big. This is probably a complaint here. It's like, I mean, they even hit stereo styles clashes on them. You get two guys that tall and you're not that big, hit you with a pile driver. Uh, roll out, get rolled out of the ring for something, or have a save, not a total complete kick out. They hit your finisher on her, another save or something. Do saves, not kick but that's my pet peeve. Anyway, next. All right, Prince Nana comes out and gives an update on Swerve Strickland. Nana said, "Hey, he's not cleared yet to wrestle, but he's working on it." MVP makes his debut. He comes out, says, "Hey, seen no Swerve. He's great and all that. Seen him win the world title, then seen him lose the world title, then see him get his house burnt down and lose the cage match. And he's not blaming Swerve at all. He says it's Nana's fault because he's too worried about selling copy and dancing. So obviously Nana didn't like that, but a little bit of a story brewing here. And of course, you hate to say it, I don't trust AEW as far as storylines yet. They got to earn that trust, so could be one of those deals where maybe Bobby Lashley might come out. Who knows? All right, next up is a match for the AEW Women's World Championship. It is Yugi Sasaki. I fucked that up, I know. But she takes on the champion Mariah May. They traded slaps with Yuji getting the better of that. Mariah dragged her out of the ring and took over. Sasaki made a comeback. Went for the girl magic splash, but got the knee instead. Big knee strike by Mariah May. Then the Storm Zero pile driver wins it for Mariah May. And she was about to measure Yuji for the nail her with that championship belt, but Willow Nightingale came in, made the save. Meanie Chiakawa music hit. She comes out. This distracted Nightingale. Mariah hit her with a belt. Then Mariah ran off, and Yuji went after her, and got kind of stopped, and just talked with Meanie. Meanie didn't know what to do, or Mina didn't know what to do, and everybody looked confused there at the end. All right, here we go, main event time. This is actually for the number one contendership that Darby Allin is holding. It is John, of course, John Moxley going against Darby Allin. From the get go, Moxley attacked, took over on Darby. Allin made a small comeback until it got distracted by Marina Shaver. Jock Methodically would beat down Darby some more. And this is the match where, if you're not a fan of Darby Allin and some of his rework, this watch how this kid sells. You do become a fan of his selling, small comebacks here and there. Darby Allin made another comeback. Darby went for the coffin dive, but got into a sleeper hold instead. One more attempt at a comeback from Darby ended when Moxley countered a superplex into a Death Rider T for the win. Danielson Wood ran out and attacked Moxley, Marina, then Pac and Claudio did come in, make the save. Private Party and Commander uh, attempted to make a save, but that got thrown around again. Finally, the team of Pac, Claudio, and John Moxley got out of the ring. Danielson got on the mic and said, "Come wrestle Dream. He will kick." He's or I, being Daniel Bryanson, Ryan Danielson said, "I will kick you, or kick your effing head off." So, and that was your main event. Like I said, this was a match where if you're not, you wonder why I'm a fan of Darby Allin. This shows that yes, he lost, but he comes back like a smaller guy. He sells simple things like that, get you over it. I think that's why a lot of people subconsciously do like Darby Allin. Some the promos. The only knock I will say on Darby Allin is the constant reminding people he was homeless at one time before AEW. That's starting to get old a little bit. Needs to freshen up his promos, not include that. Just focus on the story at hand or the match at hand. So I think once he clears that up, he should be pretty good. All right, let me do some quick plugs here. Every Tuesday, I do a trivia show called Wrestling Trivia Tuesday, where I ask 5 questions, all dealing with the sport of professional wrestling. So check that out on Tuesdays. Usually on Tuesday, I'll try to have this up. It's my weekly WWE Raw recap show. Of course, this week will be the go home show before Bad Blood, which gosh, really want to go see that, but not going to make it. Anyway, I also do, of course, you're watching it right now, a weekly AEW Dynamite Recap show. Usually try to have that on Thursday evenings as well, or have it on Thursday evenings. Of course, next Thursday or next Wednesday's Dynamite is going to be the 5th anniversary. And I think Dweeb is going against, or Deeb is going against DMD. So that might be a good one. Yeah, what else is there supposed to have on that? Might be pretty good. Anyway, speaking of Thursday, I do a live stream called Spot Show Live Stream. That's every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Friday morning in Japan, and 5 a.m. Friday morning in India. So yeah, come check that out. Of course, I'm about the couple of the latest news going around. I'll talk a little bit about Grand Slam. Also, sometimes I just drift off and start talking about other stuff. Just bullshit about anything. So usually pretty fun show. So check that out. However, if you're not a big fan of today's wrestling, or you are a fan of today's wrestling, just all wrestling, and you're younger, want to learn a little bit about the old school stuff, I got a show for you. It's another live stream called Wrestling Gold Friday Night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Saturday morning in Japan, and 5 a.m. Saturday morning in India. What those shows include Today in Wrestling History. Also, I did a watch along, watch an old show from the past, and little watch along. I share my memories, and sometimes if I don't have it, sometimes I just make fun of people's boots. Try to be entertained, do something with it. So another fun show. Come on and watch along with us. I do believe I'm going to try to get some Hawaiian wrestling on here. I think I did find a couple shows, so that might be this week's watch along. So check that out. And that concludes this week's AEW Dynamite Recap Show. Appreciate all you folks watching. Again, like, share, thumbs up. Oh yeah, thumbs up. Which like, yeah, thumbs up, comment, share with friends, and be sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can get all my content, or you'll know when all my content comes out. Until next time, you folks have a good one. Take it easy. Hey there, thank you for checking this out. If you enjoyed it, share with friends, drop a like button, leave a comment. Also, be a champ and hit that subscribe button. You can also check me out on social media, Facebook at Ronald Ray, on X or Twitter is RPATRPTV46. Until next time.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.